in place. What are your views about Narendra Modi?
First of all, let me just say I've known Mr. Modi when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. I turned to him when we had to change factories
From Singur.
From Singur in West Bengal to Gujarat. So I've seen him and will never forget the way he found solutions for a company that was looking for a home.
How was that meeting when you met Mr. Modi in those days and told him about this move?
What I've said publicly is he invited me to come to just move the factory to Gujarat. And I said, we'd come if we had a home. And he said, I'll get you the land you want in 3 days.
Amazing.
And then he delivered that. On the third morning, he said, Ratanji, here's the land that I promised. And that just doesn't happen in India.
Speaking of which, it seems no one enjoys India's company like Russia does. The two countries have had a close relationship for decades. Trade between New Delhi and Moscow has risen to a record high. Russia is India's second largest source of crude imports and the biggest defense partner. They're also widening maritime cooperation, and all of this would not have been possible without guarantor Prime Minister Modi. We are not the ones saying it. Russian President Vladimir Putin is. He has heaped praises on the Indian Prime Minister, lauding him for what he calls tough decision-making. He has also pitched for trade in national currencies. Here's a report.
I cannot imagine that Modi can be intimidated, threatened, or forced to take any action or decision against the national interest of India and the Indian people. I know there is such pressure on them. I am aware of that.
Vladimir Putin can't stop praising India. He has hailed Make in India. He has called the G20 PM Modi's personal success. And now he's back at it again.
Incredible opportunity to spend more than an hour and a half with Prime Minister Modi, who is, I don't need to tell anyone here, he is the most popular world leader for a reason. He is unbelievable, visionary, and his level of commitment to the people of India is just indescribable and deep and passionate and real and authentic. And his desire to lift people out of poverty and move India forward as a global power is real, and it is happening. But the best part of the meeting for me was this. Anyone who knows Prime Minister Modi, all of you knows, he is a tech guy, and he is deep into the details. So I found myself at his home at 7:30 on a Friday night talking about the details of radio access networks and artificial intelligence, and it was just amazing. And I said to him, and I'll say this to you, in the years to come, there will be two ecosystems of technology. One consistent with our democratic values and another not. And I said to him, the United States and India need to lead the world together in this technology ecosystem. And without missing a beat, after he had traveled all week, he said to me, well, Secretary, AI doesn't stand for artificial intelligence. I said, really?
The Indian Prime Minister has been topping the list for the past few times, maintaining an approval rating between 75% and 80% over the past several years. According to the survey, 76% of the respondents approved of his way of leadership. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister also has the lowest disapproval rating on the list. Only 18% disapproved of it and 6% did not give any opinion. The Indian Prime Minister's approval rating is over 10 percentage points higher than the next top leader on the list. The Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador and the President of the Swiss Confederation, Alain Berset, bagged the second and the third spot. The leaders stood at 66% and 58% ratings respectively. Meanwhile, US President Joe Biden came 8th on the recently released list. with a 37% approval rating. Turning focus to Europe, the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni held the sixth position with an impressive 41% approval rating. Speaking of disapprovals, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has the highest among the top 10 leaders on the list at 58%. This is thought to be
in the past few years, there have been many advances in AI, artificial intelligence. At the same time, there have been even more momentous development in another AI, America and India. I can relate to the battles of patience, persuasion, and policy. I can understand the debate of ideas and ideology. But I am delighted to see you come together today to celebrate the bond between world's two great democracies, India and the United States. Thank you. Over 2 centuries, we have inspired each other through the lives of great Americans and Indians. We pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. We also remember many others who work for liberty, equality, and justice.
Mr. Modi is the boss.
I don't need to tell anyone here. He is the most popular world leader for a reason.
I think you are an inspiration for the rest of the world.
Which I think is the most loved one of all around the world.
Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, we owe you a debt of gratitude.
I am a fan of Modi, so.
His vision for digital India, was ahead of its time.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी माननीय अजीत जी को देखता हूं, सुनता हूं, तो मैं सबसे पहले किरण रिजिजू जी को बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि उन्होंने जो फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट चलाया है, उस फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट का प्रचार प्रसार अधीर जी बहुत बढ़िया ढंग से करते हैं। वे भाषण भी करते हैं और भाषण के साथ साथ जिम भी करते हैं। तो ये फिट इंडिया को बल देने के लिए, उसका प्रचार प्रसार करने के लिए मैं माननीय सदस्य का धन्यवाद करता हूं। आजादी के 70 साल के बाद देश लंबा इंतजार करने के लिए तैयार नहीं और नहीं होना चाहिए। और इसलिए हमारी कोशिश है स्पीड भी बढ़े, स्केल भी बढ़े, डिटर्मिनेशन भी हो और डिसिसिवनेस भी हो, सेंसिटिविटी भी हो और सॉल्यूशन भी होना चाहिए। हाँ, एक काम नहीं करेंगे, एक काम न करेंगे, एक काम न करेंगे, न होने देंगे, वो है आपकी बेरोजगारी नहीं हटने देंगे। किसान जो होता है ना, वो बड़ी गर्मी में खेत जोत करके तैयार रखता है, बीज बोता नहीं उस समय, सही समय पर बीज बोता है। तो अभी जो पिछले 10 मिनट से चल रहा है ना, वो मेरा खेत जोतने का काम चल रहा है। अब बराबर आपके दिमाग में जगह हो गई है, अब मैं एक एक करके बीज डालूंगा। अजरंजन जी, मैं ऐसा करता हूं, आप एक समय तय कीजिए, आपको जितना कहना है मैं दोबारा बैठ लूंगा, क्योंकि ये सब लोग पीछे हंस रहे हैं और आपकी प्रतिष्ठा को झटका लगे अच्छा नहीं। मैंने कांग्रेस के एक नेता का कल घोषणा पत्र सुना। उन्होंने घोषणा की है कि 6 महीने में मोदी को डंडे मारेंगे। और ये डंडे मारेंगे तो हम भी मारेंगे। और ये बात सही है कि ये काम जरा कठिन है, तो तैयारी के लिए 6 महीने तो लगते ही हैं। तो 6 महीने का समय तो अच्छा है।
छीनना ये भारत का चरित्र नहीं है, और ये तो भगवान रामचंद्र जी और लक्ष्मण का जो संवाद है लंका छोड़ते समय, तब भी उस सिद्धांतों को हमने देखा है। लेकिन जब कोई टेररिज्म एक्सपोर्ट करने का उद्योग बना करके बैठा हो, मेरे देश के निर्दोष नागरिकों को मौत के घाट उतार दिया जाता हो, युद्ध लड़ने की ताकत नहीं है, पीठ पर वार करने के प्रयास होते हो, तो ये मोदी है। उसी भाषा में जवाब देना जानता है। हमारे जवानों को टेंट में सोए हुए थे रात को, कुछ बुद्धि लाकर के उनको मौत के घाट उतार दे। आप में से कोई चाहेगा मैं चुप रहूं? क्या उनको ईंट का जवाब पत्थर से देना चाहिए कि नहीं देना चाहिए? और इसलिए सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक किया, और मुझे मेरी सेना पे गर्व है, मेरे जवानों पे गर्व है। जो योजना बनी थी उसको 100% तस्सू भर गलती किए बिना उन्होंने इंप्लीमेंट किया, और सूर्योदय होने से पहले सब वापस लौट के आ गए। और हमारी नेकदिली देखिए। मैंने हमारे अफसर जो इसको ऑपरेट कर रहे थे उनको कहा कि आप हिंदुस्तान को पता चले उससे पहले, मीडिया वहां पहुंचे उससे पहले, पाकिस्तान की फौज को फोन करके बता दो कि आज रात हमने ये किया है, ये लाशें वहां पड़ी होगी, तुम्हें समय हो तो जाकर के ले आओ। हम सुबह 11 बजे से उनको फोन लगाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, फोन पर आने से डरते थे, आ नहीं रहे थे। मैं इधर पत्रकारों को बुला करके रखा हुआ था, हमारे आर्मी अफसर खड़े थे, पत्रकारों को आश्चर्य हो रहा था कि क्या बात है, हमको बुलाया है, कोई बता नहीं रहे हैं।